All right, y'all, it's the Investor Professor here. And before we end the day, let's talk about how social movements are impacting the market. Particularly, let's go back to highlighting Target.
Facing a boycott by shoppers.
It stems from a decision made by the company tied to a hot-button political issue. ABC's Andrea Fuji explains.
As Christians mark the season of Lent, shoppers across the country are giving up Target.
What you see believers globally doing is stepping away from something, sacrificing something.
Staging a 40-day boycott of the retailer. It stems from the company's decision to roll back its diversity, equity, and inclusion policies, eliminating hiring goals for minority employees and altering its diversity initiatives.
We need to hold larger corporations.
So Target has been facing boycotts, which we are all aware of and participating in, hopefully. And there's been some because of their decision to reduce their DEI efforts. That's on them, right? These are private companies with their private boards. We are just outside investors that are investing in it. So guess what? There's been a lot of backlash and their stock price is taking a hit. So this is what we have to remember, especially if you are invested in a consumer discretionary stock, is that when consumers stop spending, revenue drops. There is a direct correlation. And as an investor, when there is some bad PR, like Target has done to themselves, there will be panic and sell-offs of that stock, which means that the stock's value starts to plummet. Okay, so as an investor, you have to keep up to date with news and with public sentiment, meaning you can't be an investor and not know about what's going on with Target. And that's part of the reason why becoming an intelligent investor is such a mental growth, because you do have to start paying attention to the news and to the economic information that is important to you in what you're investing in. And the second thing you should be aware of is to always compare stocks that are in the same sector. So Target has their sector, but what other companies are maybe benefiting from what's going on with Target? Are there other companies that are taking a hit? Maybe it's time to invest in a Walgreens or a CVS. I used to own CVS stock. Make those comparisons because those types of stores are still stores that people will still buy things from in this environment, right? So maybe it's time to diversify, sell off some Target if you haven't already, and purchase maybe CVS if that's the sector that you like. But compare the companies that are in the same sector. So controversies can shake things up in our stock market, which is just something that we know, but it doesn't always mean sell. Sometimes it's also an opportunity to buy low. Because what do you think about how Target is going to recover? We used to call Target. We used to be in love with Target. Are they going to recover? Is this a time to buy their stock low and ride a potential up for them in maybe a year or not? So this is the time to make some decisions. It doesn't always mean sell when you hear negative information about a stock. Sometimes it means buy. As always, y'all know what to do. Follow me, like, share, all the things, Investor Professor 25, and the website, theinvestorprofessor.com.